Both are related to movement, the Hun on the psychic level. You probably don't have this, so don't look for it. That's because I'm constantly changing my presentations, constantly adding to them. So this might have been added afterwards. They both have to do with movement. The Hun on the psychic level, the Po on a physical level. And they both have an independent existence. That's why I call them the soul, ethereal soul, and corporeal or physical soul. Notice that this has got white on the left, but it's yin, and that's yang. It may seem strange that it's yin and it's got white on the left, but that white there refers to the white of the moon. And that's why the moon is yin. Okay? That white there refers to the rising moon, which is yin. So this diagram illustrates that principle. We've got these three together, and the Hun and Po are down here. They are forces, they are Gui forces, which are essential for our psychic life, especially the Hun. This is an example. You don't have this. You don't need to write it down. Of what I call Confucian spin. A lot of the things we read in Chinese books, we think they're wonderful, they sound wonderful, but they are Confucian, what I would call Confucian rubbish. Sorry, I'm not very fond of Confucian philosophy. They put a spin on Chinese medicine concepts, which I think we should recognize. As you know, Confucianism, well, when I say I'm not fond of it, Confucian did produce great thinkers, especially Neo-Confucianist philosophy, the great Zhu Xi, Zhang Zai, the Chang brothers. They're very important, great thinkers. And the Chinese Confucian philosophy is very much based on ethics. Everyone has a role in society, duties, strict responsibilities, and if everyone acts according to those duties and responsibilities, then there is harmony in the family, in society, and in the state. Notice this statement from this Confucian book. It says, the liver houses the Hun, controls movement. It's in the nature of yang to move. It's all very well so far. And then it says, suddenly, and the nature of wood is humanity, Ren. Ren is this one, is a fundamental Confucian quality of Ren, impossible to translate. If you call it compassion, you give it a Buddhist slant. If you call it benevolence, it's wrong. If you call it empathy, it's wrong. Whatever you use to translate it is wrong. But it indicates empathy, compassion, looking after other people. And then it says, the nature of wood is red, and the Hun generates benevolence, Shan, which are marked in red. See, this is a Confucian superimposition on a very ancient concept of Hun. The Hun has nothing to do with ethics. The Hun is a Gui, which has its own life, independent existence, and agenda. It has nothing to do with social concepts. That's the point I'm making. Of benevolence, compassion. Those are all social, ethical concepts, Confucian ethical concepts. And you will see a lot of this in the Neijing. And we read it and we think, oh, isn't that beautiful? But is it? You know what I mean? Okay. So let's talk about the Hun functions one by one. One is to control sleep and dreaming. And from this point of view, it has an overlap with the heart. Overlaps with the heart. So our quality of sleep and dreaming depends on both, but the Hun is especially related to dreaming. So if you have a sleeping problem, especially with dreams, with lots of dreams, then it is an overactivity of the Hun. Because it's in the nature of the Hun to wander at night, and that makes you dream. There's a beautiful sentence from the Golden Flower, which you probably have here. No, actually you don't. A beautiful sentence here, this one is a lovely sentence from the Golden Flower. In the daytime the Hun is in the eyes, and at night in the liver. When it is in the eyes we can see, when it is in the liver we dream. So they are both form of seeing. In the daytime it makes you see, and at night it makes you dream. Chinese books do not define what is normal dreaming and what is abnormal dreaming. Some modern books do. I would say nightmares definitely are abnormal dreaming. Nightmares. Also, I would say dreams of worry. Also abnormal dreaming. And also, as you were saying, someone who dreams a lot, dreams all night, and you wake up exhausted from dreaming. I would call that also excessive dreaming. But Chinese books don't really say what is normal dreaming, what is excessive dreaming. So, a sleep disturbance with excessive dreaming and nightmares is a pathology of the Hun, excessive movement of the Hun at night. So you want to reabsorb the Hun back into the liver with sour substances. And there's an interesting correlation between the physical aspect of sour herbs, sour absorbs, right, keeps fluids in, and the psychic aspect of absorbing the Hun back into the liver. Suen Zhao Ren, Wu Wei Zi, Lung Che, Lung Gu, Bai Shao, all the sour herbs which calm the Shen and the Hun. Okay? And notice, why does the Hun move too much at night? Notice this green box and this red box. It can move too much because blood and yin are deficient, or because heat is agitating the Hun. So one is empty, one is full. Notice this here, heat agitating the Hun. That's not only liver heat. Heat of any organ can affect the Hun. Heart fire very much affects the Hun. Okay, so the Hun can be rootless at night from a deficiency of blood and or yin, or from heat. And the treatment, of course, is different. The herbal treatment will be different. We know a lot, well, actually, we don't know a lot about dream and sleep, but more and more. And we do know that we dream during the REM period, rapid eye movement periods. We do know that everyone dreams, even if you don't remember your dreams. And on average, we do dream an hour and a half every night, which makes several years in our lifetime, several years are spent dreaming. And we also know now that, amazingly, dreaming plays a role in memory. Somehow, they don't know how or why, but it does. They've done these experiments giving people tests cognitive tests the morning after, when they were deprived of dreaming. You can deprive people of dreaming by waking them up in the REM period. And they realized that people perform worse when they are deprived of dreams than when they are deprived of sleep. Somehow dreaming seems to play a role, kind of reorganizes our memory. Sorry? They've done experiments by depriving people of dreaming, and you deprive people of dreaming by waking them up in the REM time, and then you give them tests the following morning to do, which involve memory, or from heat. And the treatment, of course, is different. The herbal treatment will be different.